Okay, next up is our Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island any percent Warpless run with a very special guest. I was expecting Count Gooby, but it appears we have Yoshi instead.
Real Yoshi in the flesh. Yoshi kind of grew older and he got a beard, and he needed some glasses, and
Our little dino is growing up. All right, take it away, Count Gooby.
all right, so I'll be ready to go in a 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is Yoshi's Island. It's a game you know released in '95. Warpless is essentially a mostly glitchless run through the game. It's similar to an all stages run. There will be a few tricks that we'll use, but it's mostly going to be platforming execution through most of it. Also, pay attention to these shoe colors. They're going to be only red, because normally they're supposed to all be different color shoes for all the Yoshis, but for some reason in-game they only have red. So, unfinished game, this is beta Yoshi's Island. First thing I'm going to do is switch to a hasty playstyle. It's just a preference so that I don't have to press A twice to shoot an egg. I'll just let go of A, and it'll do that. So I'm going to go for my first trick of the run. And we're going to do something called an extended footer here. So we're going to go like that. And we're going to skip through part of the level like that. Normally we're supposed to take a flower up this whole level, but it's much faster to go that way. So you're going to see me jumping up slopes a lot. And the reason for that is because it's twice as slow to go up the slope by running compared to jumping. So anytime you see a slope, we're going to jump over it. And we're going to attempt a one-frame trick here. I know as I said, this is glitchless. Just kidding. I guess it's not necessarily a glitch. It's more like it's just a well-executed jump. And since it's a one-framer, if I don't get out of a backup. There we go, got it. Third try, that's really good. Yeah, it takes usually a few tries to get that. I've seen like super top runners, it can take like 4 tries, 3 tries, something, so that was pretty solid. And so yeah, a lot of the tricks in this run just come to, they boil down to abusing the extended flutters so that you can get over certain barriers you normally can't get past. So yeah, 1-2 jump is a good example of that.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
If it needs to be red now, it can be. Otherwise, there's a lot of auto-scrollers in the later part of the run, and that would be a good time for it.
Okay. We have a $55 donation from Ian. Simply commented, Hi, Ian.
That's a meme in the Yoshi's Island community. Just saying hi over and over. There'll be days in the Discord where it's just, there'll just be, some person will say hi, and then it'll be, they'll say 50 plus measures or something, it's all just hi to each other. It's pretty amazing. Alright, so we're coming up to our first fort. In this game, every level 4 is a fort and every level 8 is a castle. Well, the forts are pretty much just mini-bosses. And the one we're coming up to is called Bert the Bashful. He's going to die of embarrassment, so that's going to be pretty good. What we're going to do is we're going to shoot eggs at him and his pants are going to fall off and he's just going to get red in the face. Costume temperature update. Starting to get sweaty. Don't worry, I'll give you lots of costume temperature updates through this run. Because this room was already hot yesterday, so it's going to be even hotter with the ridiculous onesie on. So right there, that was called a pipe glitch. It's a one-framer. If you press down and jump on the same frame, you just go through the pipe a little bit faster. It doesn't save a lot, it saves like frames. But you might as well as go... Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. Fortunately, I got that save. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but that is alright. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that's why it's good to have backup check marks. Stuff like that can regularly happen. It's a tough game, it can throw a lot at you. Alright, so Bert the Bashful. Like I said, we're just gonna throw eggs at him and he's gonna die of embarrassment. So we just gotta wait for good times, just like that. We're just gonna rinse and repeat this strategy. Okay. And he explodes everywhere. It's pretty great. So up next will be an auto-scroller, so feel free to just read donations, plug anything. Because yeah, it's going to be just about a minute or so, just kind of chilling.
Alright. Well, what you're watching now is Super Stigma Slam 2018, a 3-day charity game streaming marathon to benefit Take This. Take This is a 501c3 nonprofit charity that seeks to inform our community about mental health issues, to provide education about mental disorders and mental illness prevention, and to reduce the stigma of mental illness.
Definitely a good cause. Definitely would be a good time to donate, too. You're definitely not missing much right now, so definitely best time to donate if you're wanting to do so.
Right now we're at $32.69 and 69 cents.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely a really good cause, like, really good cause and a good total, so... Alright, so I gotta ask, what are all of your favorite Yoshi colors? This is a hotly political debate. Don't know if I can bring it up.
I'm partial to the purple one myself.
Really? You're a purple guy? Oh, my man. My man, I'm purple too.
It's just a very pleasing shade.
Well, it's the factually best Yoshi. It's objective.
Absolutely. What's your favorite Yoshi color and why is it purple?
Exactly. It has to be purple. Most people will say blue. Which, I mean, blue is okay, but it's not purple.
Blue is kind of overdone.
Yeah. It is still hot and sweaty in this costume, rest assured. So I guess one thing I could mention is that all the backgrounds in this game are really cool. It's something that kind of gets unnoticed. So like, for example, all of them have different, just like very well drawn, very like art book style, and they all have like unique, they have like unique backgrounds for most of the stages, so it's pretty cool. This game utilizes the Super Effects chip revision 2, so it gets like to utilize more so of like extra layers, sprite colors, that kind of thing. Just more power for it. Oh, is that a fan? Bless. Bless you. This is the hero. You like purple Yoshi, and you got me a fan.
We try our best here at Tech.
Alright, there we go. Another pipe glitch. And there we go. Alright, so yeah, this level is pretty straightforward. Sometimes they're pretty straightforward since the game... There's not like a lot of differing paths. So then it just mostly comes down to good execution. Here we're going to be doing a trick though. So I'm just going to use another extended flutter up here, and ideally I can save a few seconds. Oh, or get hit, that works too. And there we go. Just like that. The alternative to that is to hit the question mark like wing thing, and have to wait for a flower to bring you up the whole way. In case you haven't played this game, that goal ring there is so what happens if you collect flowers in this game, you'll get a chance to play a bonus game. And the bonus game is very slow, but it has excellent accordion music, so I mean it's a trade-off, but yeah, you don't want to get it in the speedrun, which is why I'm going to avoid it. If I were doing 100%, I would have to collect all of them to get 100 in every level. There's also a technique I could do just for 100% that will give me a better chance of like not running into like the bonus games. Also, get hyper fuzzies. I'm gonna ideally not touch them because it is slower to touch them. We got good fuzzy RNG, that's nice. So yeah, every time the fuzzies show up, it's just RNG and what their position is. So sometimes they can give you bad positioning. We got a really nice one now. And no bonus game. Bless. Alright, so we're coming up to our first boss. This guy is called Salvo the Slime, and we're gonna ideally beat him in like under 5 egg shots or so. Like 5 would be really good. Under that is even better. You want the eggs to ricochet off of like the walls in his little castle area. And yeah, when you ricochet them, it'll hit him twice, so do more damage. Alright, small little puzzle for this room. Just go right here, hit that. And then we can go up here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Ah. I can platform, I swear. There we go. Alright. So we call these little arrow thingies cookies, because I mean, they definitely are a cookie. What else would they be? And yeah, you just jump and then spit them out, because it's faster to just jump instead of wait for them to slowly go up the full way. Goop. Alright. So here's the slime I was talking about. And so you have to hit him with eggs, and then more slimes will come out of him. We can eat the slimes that come out of him to get more eggs, which will be nice. So I gotta wait for his vulnerability, and then... Okay. Okay, that went pretty well. I feel like that was about 5. So, and then we got a little cutscene. So I guess if there's any donations or if you want to plug anything, now is a good time to do so. Otherwise, I can just talk more about the game and whatnot.
Well, we're rounding out in our final day of Super Stigma Slam 2018. What we have to look forward to yet is the Super Metroid Legend of Zelda Link to the Past crossover randomizer by EI, coming up at 1 o'clock. Then at 6 o'clock, Mega Man X4 on the Switch, 0 any % run by Snowcat Affy. And then to finish off our marathon at 8:30 p.m., a new game any % run of Azure Striker Gunvolt by Ariel.
Those will all be pretty good ones. The crossover randomizer is pretty fun. That has a lot of shenanigans going on in it.
That can swing wildly in either direction, or so I'm told.
That's why the estimate is high for it, just because it can, yeah, just swings everywhere. Alright, so I'm gonna make sure to not pipe glitch into this pipe, because if I did, it would kind of send me into a weird area in space, and then I could use like a Ron warp if I were running Warpless, or if I were running warps. That pipe glitch, however, lets me get to this section a little bit faster. We call this area Tetris, because I mean, come on, it's not, it's definitely Tetris.
More block stacking.
Exactly. Where's Enchantress of Numbers now?
I believe she's getting some sleep. Well-deserved sleep.
She could be playing Tetris right now in Yoshi's Island. This is TGM, right? So just gotta wait this out. Alright, now we're done. Ground pounding a little bit faster than just regular falling. This section is always a little weird. I want to bounce off of an enemy, but sometimes they don't want to cooperate. Okay. That went good. Sometimes you'll get hit there, or like the enemies won't cooperate well with you, but this time they did, so that was cool. There we go. Also, just saying, I think Yoshi could play in the NFL. Because, I mean, with the way he throws Baby Mario on this, like, level select screen, he's got a good throwing arm. Just watch here. Brett Favre. I think in chat we have to vote for which quarterback Yoshi is most like. Alright, so here, I'm going to get hit unintentionally and get that guy. So then I can attempt to skip later. And let's see if I get this. I don't think I got that. Okay, that's fine. Then I can do this as a backup. Alright. And a backup for that. Like, ideally I would get there off of that one enemy, the first one I hit, but the backup's only like a few seconds slower, so if you miss it, you're still okay. There we go. Alright. That part can be a little scary, because if I don't hit that guy, then I would lose like about a minute or so. Just going like through the intended route, which is playing as Baby Mario and whatnot. And sometimes if you flutter as Yoshi in that section, you just won't hit the enemy. He just kind of clips through you. So yeah, that makes it even a bit more scary. It's like, will I clip through that? Yeah, and this is supposed to be a maze, but I mean, for speedrunners, we know the way. This section, a lot of runners like to bonk their heads with the music. You'll see what I mean when I get there. That's all you get, though. That's one of those little fun things.
Highly complicated speed tech.
Very advanced speed tech. It's near task levels of perfection. I mean, can a robot play music? I don't think so. It's pretty tough. Just saying. Might be better than the tasks. Alright, so we're coming into 2-3. This section, its first screen is pretty notorious for just having a ridiculous number of enemies. It's just all these ghosts. It's the English level will say, like, dude, what does Gusty taste like? And it makes you wonder, what will Gusty taste like? Like if I just ate a... Oh, whoa, okay. That was scary. Because, yeah, that's why this section is infamous. There we go. Alright, so ideally, a neutral egg shot here will clear a lot of this. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. So what a neutral egg shot is the first angle Yoshi's egg is positioned in, it'll be like this 45-degree angle, kind of downward. And that's used to set up a lot of tricks in this game, because it's just a consistent angle, you don't have to wait for it to get to a certain position. So yeah, we call that neutral egg shot. And bounce on that guy. Nice. And the rest of this section, this level is just a bit of platforming. Dunions. Dunions like onions. Alright, so in this next fort, we're going to show off a little trick called gate hack. Then I'm going to get to also explain what a perfect flutter is. Both of those are pretty cool. That'll come up on the second and third screens. Alright, so otherwise... Oop. Just make your way through that as intended. Nothing fancy there. Okay, cool. Yep, so that was gate hack. So what that is, and then I gotta do a perfect flutter, which is... One framer, got it. Nice. Okay. This section is always hard to explain because there's a lot of stuff. So the gate hack, it's when you throw your egg at a certain position. There we go. Nice. You throw your egg at a certain position in a certain way. So I gotta get it like vertically straight. Then what'll happen is it'll kind of clip through the other side of the gate, and then the gate will think you're on the other side, and it'll open. So you can use that a few times in this run. I think it's used just only one more time. Yeah, it's a cool trick, and there's some ROM hacks where you use it more often, like Super Mario World 2+2. And then the perfect flutter is when normally when you do a regular flutter, you won't gain any more height from it, but if you do it at a certain like timing window, then you can gain a little bit more height than usual. So this is Boo, we just kind of do that. Just throw eggs at him from the other side. Nothing too fancy there. This fan is still very wonderful.
Hope the temperature status is staying stable rather than rising.
Oh yeah. It's great. There have been other marathons where I've done the Yoshi costume instead of, and then I'll just give consistent updates like, please help, send help, too sweaty, too hot. Alright, so here, this is a kind of cool level. It's one of the harder ones to optimize. So we're gonna go over here. And go. Oop. Bounce off this. Okay. Sometimes the shell trolls you a little bit. There we go. Bounce off. And just like that. I'll get that just for a little safety. This is the section that can be hard to optimize. Okay. Yeah, because there's just stuff in your way that control the way you want to go. Like, for example, that question mark cloud I hit, it's like at just the right place where I'd want to shoot an egg at one of the guys. So then I just like, oh, it just kind of tries to troll you. But we got through it pretty fine. The main thing is just avoiding getting hit. Because getting hit will lose time in this run. That's where one of the main time saves will come from. Is just strong execution, avoiding getting hit, things like that. Small strats here and there that can save a little bit. Oop. There we go. Get that. Alright. And yeah, that's supposed to be a maze too, but I mean, again, we're speedrunners. I know the maze. And other than that, the rest of this level is just kind of good execution. Just got these guys to bounce off of. Oh, okay, that was weird. Okay, there we go. It's not a marathon until something that's never happened has happened. Alright, so then I can do that. Get enough height over that guy. That guy can sometimes be a troll too. You don't get just enough height. No bonus, so that's good. So if I do get the bonus, the minimum will waste like 30 seconds, so yeah, definitely a good thing to avoid. 2.7's got a pretty cool despawn trick. I'll explain that more once I get closer to it. So first, I need this big shy guy, and then I need a few eggs. Get it likely to work. Okay. And that will probably work. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work, but that's fine. So what you can do is despawn those bullet bills to get through this section a little bit faster. But yeah, I didn't get the despawn. It's okay though, it only will lose me a few seconds, so it's just kind of an interesting trick. Yeah, this game has some problems with like sprite overloading. So if I get a lot of eggs and then throw that big egg, the game just kind of has too many sprites on screen and it decides to despawn one of the bullet bills. Yeah, you can despawn an interesting number of stuff, like I've had doors despawn on me, I've had enemies I've needed to like bounce on despawn on me, just all sorts of like ridiculous things you wouldn't expect. Like, it's like things you need to progress to just get despawned, so. So yeah, we're gonna avoid the car here because it's actually slower to be the car. Because Yoshi can run faster than a car. Which also brings me to one of the great philosophical debates of our time. Is Yoshi a horse or a dinosaur? Or is he both? I don't know. I mean, he's a horse because he carries someone on his back and has a saddle, but he's a dinosaur because most people call him a dinosaur and he's got the scales and whatnot, so.
I believe certain people on certain social media platforms have gotten blocked for that.
Have they actually? And that would be ridiculous to get blocked over if we did. Alright, so here we just got a sustained flutter, which we got through that just fine. And, okay, we can avoid that goal ring, be a bit faster, but it's okay to get it too. And, okay, I want to go for the pipe glitch here to get into that a little bit faster, but if I don't get, there we go. So that's probably the most useful extension of pipe glitch. Because the animation of it just keeps sending you up, it kind of clips Yoshi into the other pipe, and then we can get through there a few seconds faster. I think it would have been about even to intended way since I missed it once. But I mean, it's not a super big time loss, so it's all good. Also, these Shy Guys are funny on top, because like whenever one drops that bomb, it's like the other two look at him and like, come on, I thought we had something going. Like, what is this? We had some teamwork going, and then you just dropped the bomb on us. No, their facial reactions are pretty good. Again, another somewhat of a maze, but we know how to get through it. Oh, get that. There we go. Yeah. Nothing much going on there. Just get the key in, go up here. Right now we're just kind of platforming, kind of chilling for a little bit. Not any like super major tricks going on. There will be a kind of cool manipulation though on the boss coming up. There we go. That's fine. That section likes to troll me. I'm gonna do this too. Alright. Will we get the legendary cookie? Ooh, I think we got a legendary cookie angle. Is this a dream? Oh no, that's not the dream. Okay, so the legendary cookie angle is when you just jump on it and then you don't have to adjust the angle at all. It's pretty tough to get though. You only had to do one readjust, so that's pretty good. Oop. That was interesting. I kind of got stuck in one of those blocks. I haven't seen that before. Alright, so here's where the manipulation is going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand over to the left a little bit, wait for these flames to come, like attack us, and then we're going to move and like push the pot, and then that'll let us push this pot over the ledge without getting hurt, ideally. So wait for all of them. Okay, so now we're good. Duck when pot swipes. Just like that. Except so... Oh, Yoshi's looking right at the screen. What a perfect, like, pause angle. Except now is the quick time. Plug anything if you'd like. Every time after a castle, there's just a little cutscene, so... Feel free to re-donations, plug anything.
Special shout out to all of our runners at our inaugural Super Stigma Slam 2018 marathon. This couldn't have been possible without your help. Thank you very much.
Aw, feels good. I'd like to point out, Yoshi kind of goes a little Rambo on these castles. It's just like, calm down, Yoshi. We didn't need to do that much to the castle. Alright, 3-1 is our tropical themed world. And a lot of the levels coming up, well, the worlds coming up will have a trollish enemy. In World 5 will be a penguin. In this one, it will be a monkeys. Monkeys in some levels of World 3 will like to steal Baby Mario. And then that's just kind of equivalent to getting hit, so it's just gonna lose you time. Fortunately, in 3-1, they don't normally steal Baby Mario. There's only one that does, that you have to hit. There's no way around it, like, as far as we know. Yeah. I do like it when they eat the watermelons. The sprite for it is pretty good. Sprite work in this game is just very good in general. Go, there's one. Yeah, there's the one you can't avoid. And I got the first one just to be a little safer, so I'm not as close to the ground. Because then, yeah, would have been a pit there. Red Favre. Can only be Green Yoshi that does Brett Favre since Packers, I guess. You're in Wisconsin. Alright, so here's just mostly... Oh. Yeah, mostly just some platforming here. Just kind of... Alright. And just a little bit of platforming. Just taking tended way through this level. Get enough. There we go. So I'm gonna need some eggs for this later section level. Your egg counts in this run are pretty important to keep track of. Certain levels will require like certain amounts of eggs, so... Weird. Okay. Remember when you ground pound that, you'll get a lot of eggs. I'm not sure why it didn't give me a lot, but it's fine. There we go. Just being safe through that section, because that section, it's easy to just slip and die. you don't flutter just quite right there, that'll happen. Ooh, okay. For a moment, it looked like we might have gotten a bonus game, but we didn't. Yeah, so ideally on those like scoreboards grids, you want to get a lower number, because then it'll spend less time just counting up all the stuff you got in Warpless. In Hundo, it doesn't really matter as much since you gotta get 100 on all of them anyway, so... This is where one of the levels where the monkeys start to like stealing Baby Mario, so that's why I eat all of them. So they're eaten, they can't steal Baby Mario. There we go. I'm gonna go for a trick here, so I need a monkey for it. Let's see, so I'm gonna line up here. Not everyone goes for this trick, but I like to go for it. I think I gotta get a little different angle. If I know it... Okay, so... Yeah, sometimes it likes to work, sometimes it doesn't. One more. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the helicopter then. Yeah, so what you can do is you can clip that monkey into, like, you can get in there without having to get the helicopter, and it saves you a bit of time. It's kind of precise. Even, like, I've seen top runner PBs that just, like, don't go for it. Because it's kind of a hit or miss thing where if you get it, you'll save a little bit of time, but if you don't, you're losing time. Yeah, this is... Yeah, Yoshi can turn into things. Something Nintendo, I guess, forgot a little bit about. Turn into helicopters, submarines, all the things. Yeah, the submarine is pretty chill. This is the only time we get to play as the submarine. Just kind of shoot these guys. Just kind of going through it as intended. Not really any way to speed that up.
We have a 420 and 69-cent donation. Wow. Nice. From Tormod, maximum meme time, or excuse me, maximum meme mode. With great love, thank you for helping Saxon and me celebrate our first married weekend together. And then immediately followed by a $29.31 donation from Tormod again, restoring order to the universe.
Dang, that's a super big donation. That'll be awesome.
Thank you, Tormod. We're all happy to be here.
Yeah, it's been a good time. Oh. So yeah, I guess maximum meme mode is pretty good GGM. That's, I'm guessing, what he donated for. Alright. So we're coming up to our level 3 for it. And yeah, this is a really cool mini-boss. Because, like, when I get there, you'll see it. But it's definitely different from all the other bosses that are going to be in this run.
To be clear on that last restoring order to the universe donation, that brings our total to $37.69 and 69 cents. Double nice.
Double nice. So now another question remains. Will I fall into this lake? Will I sustain my flutter well enough to not fall in this lake? Oh, come on, baby. Oh. Okay. It's not a big deal if you do fall in it. It's just like a fun challenge to see if you do fall not in it.
It's the principle of the matter.
Right, exactly. Alright, and this guy just needs 3 shots. This section is a little scary because I gotta make a lot of one-tile jumps. Okay, good. Yeah, and there's a lot of spikes there, so if you slip off of that one tile, then you're just, yeah, then you just kind of die and can lose like a minute or so. Bonk face. Alright, so here's the boss. Also, this frog sprite is amazing. Just the smug frog.
Maximum smug.
Yeah, he's so maximum smug. It's great. Then, yeah, we're gonna get eaten by this frog, and then we're gonna fight him from the inside, instead of the frog becoming giant. This boss is actually very surprisingly complicated, too. So we gotta hit that uvula, but if we hit it straight on, it'll do less damage compared to throwing an egg shot at the side for whatever reason. Not sure why, that's just like... I guess the damage will just outputs more. Like, the frog will take more damage on the sides. It can get pretty ridiculously complicated on all the parts that take more or less damage than the others, so... There we go, that was a pretty good fight, though. The frog's not doing so hot. I think someone might need to help that frog.
Not so smug now, is he?
Yeah, not smug anymore. Back to best Yoshi color. Alright, 3-5. So we got a ton of foam in this first section. It's kind of a very... Oh, it can be a very hit-or-miss level very fast. This went really, really well, though, so that's good. Despite the one monkey that stole Baby Mario, that was a pretty fast one. If you don't get the right egg shot angle, it can go pretty poorly quick, which can happen with a lot of things in this game. Like, don't get this precise angle and then just, like, all havoc breaks loose. Alright, yeah, those green piranha plants are also going to be very trolly later in the run. We're going to see a lot of them, and they're difficult to deal with. So unfortunately we have to go away from best Yoshi color. It was a sad day. And more pass. So this is going to be a cave level. It's going to feature Sonic the Hedgehog. You thought this was a Yoshi game. It's actually a Sonic game this whole time. So first, come down here. We're going to try to go for kind of a neat strat. That guy is Sonic the Hedgehog, by the way, because he's blue, and he's a hedgehog. Really, that's all you need to be Sonic. There we go. So then we just kind of fly over the top of this level. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Couldn't ground pound. And perfect flutter. Nice. Let's say we're just chilling for a little bit. Mostly, these few levels are just kind of execution. There's not like a fancy trick to explain. It's mostly just solid execution. Also, in case you're wondering why I'm playing on the Japanese version, is because it's 7 seconds faster compared to the US version.
Is that based purely on the text, like it is for most Japanese versions?
Yeah, it is. The text boxes are, they have less text. Alright. This is a little fancier. Oh, there we go. This section is a little bit fancier. Okay. That went pretty well. You gotta navigate that in a kind of precise way, and then we can just flutter right over the top of that. This part will have a lot of one-tile jumps too. There's a lot of poles we gotta jump on. So if you enjoy those, you'll like this section. Well, this is the only time you'll see those, like, those things. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. The mystery fish, we'll call them. But yeah, if I did get eaten by them, that would have been instant death. They just swallow Yoshi and it's like, goodbye. Baby Mario and Yoshi gets eaten.
That must be the precursor to Big Bertha from Super Mario 3.
Probably is. I mean, this game, in the timeline, it would have to be first, right? Because, I mean, it's Baby Mario. So I'm gonna do a little trick here. So, oh, nice. Okay, so... What are hitboxes? That enemy's supposed to swallow us, but yeah, stick your tongue out, and the game's just like, no, that enemy's not there. It won't eat you.
Hitboxes are only suggestions anyways.
You're right. Just merely a suggestion. I'm gonna get a few eggs. I wanna have some eggs for this part coming up. There we go. If I use my tongue to turn around, it's a bit faster. There we go. Platforming to that section is always a little difficult because of the water pushing you back. Try a trick here. Oh, never had that before. Okay. Okay, interesting. Try it once more. Okay, well, what you can do is you can hit him once and then he'll stay small. I'm not sure why he isn't. Maybe the timing is a little off or something. But regardless, you can still get through it. It's just a tiny optimization thing. I'm gonna play it safe and get a lot of eggs. Probably more might be necessary. Because I do want a lot of eggs for this coming up part. We can clip this guy. Nice, got the clip. Those clips can be kind of tough to do. Alright, so we got max eggs. We can only have a max of 6 eggs, and I can tell because one of the eggs will fall away. There we go. Oh my. So if we were playing on English, that's all I'd say. Just, oh my. So yeah, you don't actually have to fight that boss. If you just throw an egg before the trigger actually starts, you just, like... The game is... It's an intentional Easter egg where... Yeah, the piranha plant just gets beaten. So Kamek's like, well, dang. My plan is ruined, and it's kind of unfortunate because it's a cool boss fight. It has a very dramatic, like, build-up. There's this, like, oh, it's the intense Yoshi's Island boss fight music, and you see the piranha plant, like, rise from the water. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think in any category you get to see that because it's just skipped every time. Maybe in Let's Play % you can see it or something. 4-1. Game starts to get a bit tougher on these later worlds.
We've got an assist from chat. The lunch fish is what that weird fish is.
Oh, really? Today I learned. It's been an educational day at Stigma Slam. Also, we have some fuzzies coming up. So I know people love fuzzies, so get hype. You may get to see Dizzy Yoshi. I feel like most people know what I'm talking about with the fuzzies. We'll see if we actually get them. I don't want to get them. Oh, okay, there we go. Yep. It's, I think something's happening with the CRT. There we go.
Do not adjust your television.
Yes, do not adjust it. I think I need to get rid of an egg. I want an enemy here. There we go. There we go. I do that so I can get that star a little bit faster than normal. One of the several, it's one of the several, like, there's very minor time saves in this run. I don't get that star fruit, because then it would just waste time. No! So yeah, a lot of these World 4 levels are going to be kind of mountainous. That's the whole theme of this area. It's because Yoshi's like climbing up the mountain, trying to get where, I guess, to the top, and then you can get Baby Mario back to his home. Because yeah, they're just following the map to the top of the mountain. It's like, well, you had this map, might as well follow it. Seems legit, right? This area, this level is kind of cool. If you watch a Japanese runner called Poor, he's the only runner who does this really, really difficult like trick where he kind of like he flies underneath the level or something, and I don't know, it's just a very interesting trick. I believe he's the only one who actually goes for it. Pretty cool. Oop. Get that. Otherwise, the rest of this level is just pretty chill. Yeah, just kind of go like that. And your Dunyons like onions. Alright, in this level we're going to have a few balloons. And we're going to just manipulate the camera to get them a bit faster. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do this instead then. There we go. That'll still get it a little bit faster. Ideally I wanted to get on that foam. My angle was just a tiny bit off though, and it hit all of them. Just gotta adapt. We can bounce off of these bullet bills very nicely. There is going to be a few green piranhas in this level, so we're going to have to clip through them, which can make it kind of difficult. Especially it can be scary because there'll be like pits below you. If you don't get the clip right, then you can die. So I'm just going to be safe with it. And just kind of KO them. Because yeah, if I didn't get the clip, then I would just lose like a minute or something. It's one of those trade-offs where I could take like a few seconds or I could lose a minute, so in marathon setting it's good to just kind of play it consistent. And yeah, we just kind of hold right that part. Nothing fancy on that section. This part will be the longest level in the game. So there'll be 4-4, there'll be 4 keys, 4 doors, 4 sections of it. It's varying to the number 4 for some reason. And the pass. The boss of this area, it looks a lot like Kirby for some reason. If you call him Kirby, I wouldn't blame you. So tell me that doesn't look like Kirby. And then poor chain jump. Just wanted a snack. And then he got it too thick. Bible thump for chain chomp. Alright, so we're gonna go up here first. We're gonna start on the right side and we're going to the left side because this side will require more eggs. And we're gonna get keys, which would take up an egg slot, so that's why we go this way. So we have more eggs, lets us go faster. Just down over here. 1, 2. Oh, bandits are very similar to monkeys. Yeah. Go away, bandit. Yeah, they just like to steal Baby Mario. Alright, next section. Oh. Go down the platform, Gooby. So over here, I'm going to go for a trick. See if I get it or not. I'm going to go like that. Ooh, okay. And, okay, that's fine. I've got to back up. Oh, that. Ah, dang. Okay. That's really unfortunate. But we'll be fine. I got lives. I can go through the level. Yeah, it's easy to slip on that section and die, so kind of unfortunate. But tough one. Let's try that again, though. We will be able to make up for it. We're still doing pretty good. So you've already seen this section, so I don't need to explain much about it. Just gonna kind of collect my eggs here. Oh, okay, that bandit could have been really, really unfortunate because he could have jumped to the other side and it wouldn't have really had a good way to get him. A lot of small things like that in this run that can just, yeah, they can just kind of like just add a lot of time really quickly. Like you slip a little bit, you're not on this platform just right, then yeah, do that. Don't get the one framer. It can be tough. So here's what I'm gonna do. Instead, I'm just gonna be extra safe. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we're fine. Alright, so just like that. Coming up to the third section. Third section is pretty chill. We're just going to take a cookie up it. So right here, cookie, and boom. Take that, and then we get another clip to do right up here. There we go. Alright, then the last one. So I got 2 eggs, that's pretty good. Just one of those things, keeping track of egg counts is important. Okay. That's lots of that, so I don't... Just gonna be safe here. Okay, good. That section's always a little scary, because it's just very easy to slip there. Just like intense platforming, there's a lot of cookies that's just like, if you're not on it just right, you'll slip. And if you do slip, then you'll lose like 5 minutes or something. So that's why I'm just like pretty quiet there. Wanted to take a little bit of time to focus on it. Yeah, all that lava is just, it's pretty scary. But we're through it though, so... Alright. Moving on to Kirby. Kirby without hands, I guess. So yeah, if we could read those like texts, or I guess if you can read Japanese, you can, but in English, it would be just like Kamek's starting to get worried, like, Yoshi, don't get any farther, and things like that. So we just gotta ground pound this guy until it gets into little milds like that. That's the official name, mild. And I need an egg, actually, so I'm gonna do that. And go like that. Okay. That was okay. The ideal way to beat that is you can throw it in one egg and beat them, but there's one left over. It's one or two. It's fine. This is fine. Objectively best Yoshi color yet again. This level is kind of cool because it has a few like extended flutter skips. Just good platforming overall. So right up here, just skip through that. And then I think I was a little far. Yeah. Oh, hit the thing. Alright. Oh. I can ground pound, I swear. I'm gonna get that just in case some shenanigan were to happen. I don't think there would, but good to be safe. Then I can jump over that, and that's also faster. So those are the extended flutter skips. Saves a lot of time throughout the level. Because otherwise it's kind of these zigzag corridors you gotta go through. So... other than that, we're just kind of platforming. This part is always a little goofy. There we go. It's hard to get through that. You gotta be just right on the edge and get enough horizontal, like, oh. You just gotta get just enough to the right to get through that little bonk, little cave section. We were really close to getting bonus game too. It's not the end of the world if you get the bonus game, but like, it does lose time. My new recent PB got a bonus game too. Just one of those things where it's like, well, I can save time for next time. Alright. So those fish are actually RNG. When in like where they jump is just kind of random. In pretty much all the levels. Use your tongue. Okay, yeah, that fish was like, he really wanted a piece of Yoshi. He's not getting me though. I've got Costume of Power. Can't touch me. This is my final... This is my final form. Don't go indoors more than once. There you go. It's a PSA from Gooby. Alright. Yeah, there is a green piranha plant we're gonna have to deal with. Just go like that. Okay. There's kind of a fancy strat you can do to get through that a little bit faster, but still good even if you don't get it. Yeah, as long as you keep Baby Mario, you're fine. So interesting thing about level 7 Yoshi is that, oh, it's supposed to be pink Yoshi, but it looks red to me. It's like, look, on this menu, that's pink. But then in-game, it's red, so I don't know if they just didn't have enough shades of pink to properly shade Yoshi? I don't know. And never forget the feet color, of course. They're all red instead of what they're intended to be. Oop, okay. I want to get right up there. Sometimes it likes to troll you a little bit. If it does, you're fine. There we go. Alright. Awesome. There's a really fancy, inconsistent strat you can do here that I'm not going to go for. It's like a chicken baxter where you can keep a chicken into the next boss fight, and then it'll let you KO it really fast. It's not like super consistent though. So just be like, eh. There we go. Another gate hack. If you are wanting to learn how to get better at gate hacking, I found that running Super Mario World 2+2 is really good for it. There's a lot of gate hacks in it, just good ones to practice on. Because it's kind of a weird feeling trick. And it's one of those things where you have to recalibrate it. Like after a while. Like after a few days you have to do it maybe once or twice just to like get the feel. Then you can do it consistently again. Yeah, so this boss is really cool coming up. And yeah, there's a goofy thing we can go for. I'll try to go for it. Just a little bit of swag strat on him. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, just platforming here. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that. Nice. We didn't get hit by those, which is nice. So sometimes you don't time it right, then you can get hit. And what we're gonna do is go down here. Oh, hey, don't do that. I haven't seen that before. There we go. And we get up there. Alright. Also, I'm gonna show a little thing, see if it works. Where's the door? I don't see a door. Oh, now there it is. That's another thing with sprite despawning. Hitting those yellow eggs, it despawns that door. For whatever reason. I don't know. Because Yoshi's Island. Yeah, there's also an enemy in 5-6, I believe, that will despawn. Just sometimes randomly. That's it. This boss is cool because it gets a little like build up. I love this little music just playing here. Sleep. And then this fog is very cool. So dramatic. So dramatic and just Yoshi's so happy through it. Like, oh, what will be here? Nothing bad can happen. Just having a good day. Yoshi's always having a good day, just going. Just dancing, it's great. I love Yoshi. Alright, so what this guy is gonna do is that he's gonna spit Yoshi's eggs, like, from his mouth. We're gonna use those and tip him over and then ground pound him. Oh, there we go. last hit. To the moon! Goodbye. That's the swag strat I was talking about. That's called Blast Off. And yeah, that's all it does. You just get Blast Off to the moon. And it can... Okay, good. It's been known to lose time, like occasionally. Like sometimes it could lose minutes if you go for it. But that's if you do it on, like the other side. If you're facing to the left instead of the right, then it can just like get all wacky and lose time like that, lose minutes. Yeah, otherwise you're pretty much fine going for it. Yeah, now it's time for, if you want to plug anything really quick, just a little cutscene. So now we got our ice world, because Yoshi's climbing high up the mountain, and it gets kind of cold in the mountains. The snow sprite is just wonderful. There we go. Nice. Yep, we can take this cloud all the way to the top. There we go. Alright, just like that. Very nice. And just... here's where we get introduced to the penguins. Penguins look cute and cuddly, but they are super vicious. Because you bounce off of them, and then they'll push you off cliffs. It saves a lot of time. Their sprites are definitely goofy looking. This section can also be scary. Okay, good. Yeah, that's... if I didn't get that clip just right, that goes from bad to worse really fast. Because then what'll happen is the green piranha plant will shoot stuff at you, and then the cloud guy will throw stuff at you, and then Baby Mario will also get taken by another enemy, and it's just... it's just a lot. So that's pretty good that we got through that pretty nicely. You get to start hearing more instrument tracks now, progressively through the game, which is fun. So you know what? Let's show this off. So this is Swag Ball. We call it Swag Ball because, I mean, it's swag. This is the only time you see it in Warpless. It's a little bit slower, but I mean, what a fans. What a fans of Swag Ball, I gotta do it. Alright, so what I want is to go on you. Yep, take the cloud all the way. Oh, hi, cloud. Get over here. There we go. Yeah, the old strat was to just flutter through that whole section, but the cloud is just... it's so much better. You don't have to do the slow flutters, and... yeah, its speed is just... it's way better. I'll get this just as a little precaution. We're gonna do a pretty cool strat up here. I like it a lot. So we're gonna bounce off these guys. These snowmen do not give you extended flutters, which throws off a lot of people. So we just fall down here instead of taking this... Jeez. Oof. Okay, there we go. Got it. But yeah, you bounce off of those penguins, and then you get there without having to take the ski lifts. And 5-3 is known as a pretty tough level. I mean, it's fitting because it's got a penguin right on the front. And yeah, it's because it's got a really lot of penguins in it. So I mean, if you're a fan of them, then you'll get a kick out of this level, but yeah, you gotta get some good RNG, I hope. Not that this way. Let's see. Okay, we'll go this way then. So ideally we would get a nice fish bounce and then go on the top of that part, but if you don't, it's okay. You can just do this. This is how it would look like. On that other section, you just go on the top of both of them. There we go. Okay. Lots of penguins in this section. Good. Alright. Yeah, those are essentially like a lot of one-tile jumps and then bouncing off the penguins, and if you don't directly land on the penguin, then, yeah, say hello to the pit. To a lot of a time loss. Alright, this is also kind of scary. There's a fancy strat you can do where you'll slide and hit those spikes. I'm just gonna be consistent, safe there. Make sure that I don't accidentally slide and run into it. And then that penguin, that's just a mean penguin. Because you can't normally see it when running through, so then you'll jump on the platform thinking you're fine, and then you get pushed down a pit. But now we get to be skis. This is the only time in Warpless you get to see Ski Baby Mario and Yoshi. I'm pretty jealous of Baby Mario's hat. It looks really, really comfy. And it's got a little M on it, so I mean, hey, that's pretty cool too. And if we were playing 100%, there's another level where you get to use skis. This section gets pretty chill. Also, I love the birds in the background there. They're like sunny birds and skiing. It's great. Then you get the skull birds, which is strange. Not the regular pelicans. Those are more commonly seen in World 6, which we'll be getting to pretty soon. I feel like that might be a bonus game. Nope. Okay, good. If we got all 5 flowers, it would have been a bonus game. Temperature update. This fan is still wonderful. So the boss here is called Sluggy the Unshaven. We have a lot in common. Because, just look at my beard. Let's go over here. There's a very, very unsafe strat you can do here that I won't be going for. It's just a ridiculously hard strat called 5-4 skip, where basically you'll skip this entire auto-scroller by just like doing all these like a very long series of perfect flutters, which we talked about earlier is like just a very tight window. And yeah, so it's like consistently you gotta get like 3 1-framer jumps. It's just, yeah, doesn't sound marathon safe. Go up here. Alright. I'm gonna get this, because there's some spikes up here that can kind of be tricky. Yep. Jumped a little bit too high, so that's good we got that. It's gonna be somewhat of a time loss, but with that mid-ring we are pretty fine. That was like a classic Marathon Safety 101. Like, do I get this checkpoint ring? Yes. Yes, you do. Things that don't normally happen in runs magically happen in marathons. Like that, for example. Yeah, this is a bit of an auto-scroller. This is where 5-4 skip would happen, so you'd fly all the underneath this part. Yeah, just take into account how just long this auto-scroller is. It's... yeah. It can save minutes, but it can also lose minutes at the same time. We're just kind of chilling. So I guess if you want to plug anything about the marathon or just do anything like that, this would be a good time to do so.
Well, I can take this time to remind everyone that we are doing this entire marathon to benefit the Take This charity, which is basically a charity that is designed to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education about mental disorders and mental illness prevention, and to reduce the stigma of mental illness. And they do this through not only reaching out to those who are suffering from mental illness, but providing family, friends, and coworkers of those suffering from emotional distress with options for intervention and education about mental wellness.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good cause. Definitely something that, you know, I just gotta get through this auto scroller. Gotta pay attention to it. It's definitely something that's like, I'm trying to put a good way. I want to put it like, oh, it's just a good cause overall. I guess what I'm just trying to say. Definitely something that gets brushed under the rug, but kind of is important to like acknowledge. That's what I was meaning. That was the word I wanted. Alright. And... goop. So yeah, Kamek likes to say that this boss is impenetrable, but we're gonna do a little trick on this boss. It's somewhat inconsistent, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, that was a perfect fight. That was really good. That was really, really good. That's probably the best I've done it. So that saved us a lot of time, because the normal way you're supposed to do is throw a bunch of eggs at him, and then eventually his heart, his weak point will be exposed, and then you can go and shoot eggs at that. So yeah, that just saved a ton of time. Now we get a little orb up there. So yeah, for a lot of runners, 5-3 and a 5-0. 5-4, like a 2 to gauntlet levels, 2 to scariest sections in the game, but we're still not done with like tricks. There'll still be some tricks in World 6 we'll be doing. There'll be a one-framer, stuff like that you still gotta watch out for. I love the birds still in the background. The backgrounds are so good. Definitely using that Super FX technology really, really well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the consistent route through here. There's a fancy strat that will save about 2 to 3 seconds. If you don't do it perfect every time, you're losing time. So a lot of people just do it like this. So I mean, it's not worth the 2 seconds most of the time. that. Just clears out the birds really nicely. There's just a ton of them. They're just difficult to deal with. There you go. You don't actually need to hit that other one. You just go like that. And done with the level. And with birds flying in the background. So yay. So this is a pretty long auto-scroller. So definitely if you want to donate, now is a good time. If anything needs to be plugged, now is a good time. The later half of this run has quite a bit of auto-scrollers, so get comfy, everyone. So this will be a few minutes, just kind of waiting for this screen to be done. So upcoming though, we will have a cool boss fight. Raphael the Raven is one of my favorite boss fights. Oh, that guy got some stars, nice. Weird. Okay. And I like to call the Raphael boss fight Super Mario Galaxy. You'll see why I get there. When I get there. These guys, we don't want them. A lot of baseball guys in this level. We just don't really want to deal with. Whoa, I did not know you could ground pound a cloud and it would fall down. Today I learned. Learn something new every day. Yeah, just eat the eggs. Or just jump. And they're done bothering us. The background in this section is really, really nice though. All the fading colors are wonderful. So those enemies got sniped. Round-winning kill. Round-winning kill by Yoshi. Little did you know, this was an FPS speedrun. They got sniped again. And I have max X, so that's good. We're almost done with the auto-scroller. Alright, there we go. Onions like onions. So now sometimes this enemy will despawn. Yep. Okay. So I'll throw an egg and see if that helps. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just take a balloon. Normally bouncing off of him is faster, but if he despawns, then well, might as well just get a quick backup or something. Fortunately, the balloons there do give you that backup. I feel like the devs might have had a problem with it and put that there as safety. Holy slow down, Batman. Yeah, that section likes to slow down. It gets to be a little too much sprites for the SNES to handle. This game was already pushing the Super Nintendo a lot. Ooh. That close. I was sweating. Take off the sweat. Alright. This is a little we start left at the beginning, which is kind of cool. So then we're gonna aim the bounce off of one of these guys. Not this penguin, but this raven. Ah, okay. That was a little weird, but we're fine. Kind of just go like that, and then... Yep. Yeah, so that's fine. A lot of backups for this run. Because it's a long run, and stuff can happen in it. Like, it's high execution. Stuff like that is needed, like, just lots of backups. So, yeah, over the course of that, like, 2-hour length run, it's hard to keep, like, super consistent execution. So then we just keep flying over this section. Eventually, the screen will kind of push up against... Okay, good. Alright, cool. I would ideally want more eggs for this section. Yeah, more eggs would be ideal here, but that's okay, because then we can just grab them here. Oh, come on. I'm just going for the safe way. The marathon unsafe way would be just to clip on the top of this part. If you don't get it, you would lose minutes for something that could save you a few seconds, so... Yeah, better just to play it safe. A lot of reasons to play it safe a few times here and there in Yoshi's Island runs and marathons for sure. Alright. Yeah, this screen in particular is kind of my nemesis. Those blocks, they look longer than what you can actually jump on them, so a lot of times your jump can get caught on them. And then, yeah, then you can just fall to your death really quick. But we're out of it. That's why I take it a little bit safer than most. It's because that's happened to me a few times. I see that head nod. I see that dancing.
It's good music, man.
It is good music. Whoa. Did not expect to jump on the burb instead of the platform. Let's get a little egg. Yeah, that guy. Hard to get around. Usually get a quick hit on there. It's not a big deal. Alright. And boing. Nice. Okay. Well. Yeah, that bullet bill gives you a lot of height. So that was good. We got that. We just need 2 eggs usually to get through that. Oh, that's good. Like that. Okay. Come on, Cookie. Cookie not wanting to be... There we go. That's never happened before. Cool. Alright. There we go. Now we're up. And in there. Other than that, just kind of some chill platforming for a little bit. I love these, like, the ghost guys. They're just so smiley and having a good time. There'll be some fireballs a bit later in the run that are also similar. They just have this cat face that's really good. Alright, here's the boss I call Super Mario Galaxy. So what Kavik's gonna do is Kavik's gonna make this boss like really big size like all the other bosses. Then this boss is gonna kick us to the moon. So yeah, we're just kinda chilling on the moon, and then Raven's just like, well, looks like I have to fight you on the moon now. Okay. This fight can be a little RNG. We want Raphael to go to the left, which... Ah, perfect. Perfect, that was good. That was best RNG. That's pretty rare, actually. Ah, okay. Almost, like, perfect fight. Just the fastest we could have done. It was because, clearly, that we picked File 2. Shoutouts to Syroxis. The little-known, not actual fact that picking File 2 increases your likelihood to get the good RNG on this fight. Yeah, and we just got kind of a long cutscene here, so if anything needs to be plugged or whatnot, feel free to do it here. Otherwise, we can just kind of chill and enjoy the cutscene.
We have a $25 donation from Imawaka. Hey, Gooby, you are crushing it. Keep it up. Hashtag MWSF Pride.
Hey, thanks, Waka.
Thank you for attending, Waka. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, it's always good seeing you. Waka's a great runner. See, if you're at home now, you better be reading that book. Better be reading those cluster truck pages. I gave you the pointer finger, too. Give him the stare. Alright, there we go. Oh, what reasonable price is that? It's okay. It happens. This is my favorite level, actually. It's just the movement feels really good. Really, really fluid stage. So you go like this. You can bounce off these guys. There we go. Yep, bounce off those. Ah, there we go. And bonk. Always gotta get the bonk. Can't not get a bonk. Yeah, these chain chomps are RNG too. If you're running max speed, they're usually not a problem. I had to adjust my nose a little bit. It was covering my sight a little bit. Just Yoshi costume problems. It's good to get a little goal ring here. There's a section that can be a little scary if you accidentally bonk off of something, then you'll just fall into a spike pit. So, like, there we go. Yep, that was the section. Ooh, okay. That was also unlucky. He shot that. Seemed like a little bit faster than I was used to, but we got that, so we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, there we go. Usually it's like, it feels like a longer charge up when you do it there. So that was weird. Weird things happen sometimes in this game. But overall, not bad. Not bad. Oh. Alright. Bring out the accordion. If you watch Trihex's AGQ 2014 run, he got a bonus game, and someone in the audience brought out an accordion and played this song during the run. Let's play roulette. Oh, we didn't get anything. We almost got cherry. Which would have been slower if we did. Just been even worse. Yeah, that's all the bonus game is. There you go. Other than that, there's the smiley fireball guys again. Ah, okay. Yeah, there's not a lot to explain in this level. It's just mostly executing things. Even the wiki is just kind of blank, like, just kind of watch this, play the level, do it like this, you know? There are a few tight jumps that I will be making. Yeah, didn't think so. Good thing we're able to grab him. Also another bonk screen, very nice. Can't have a bonkless Yoshi's Island. It's illegal. So yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory right now. We're just kind of going through this section of Baby Mario. Baby Mario can run on the spikes. Yoshi can't. Because Yoshi's Island. I got that with a little bit of time to spare, so that was good. Means we had good movement through it. No bonus. Good. Alright, so this is the only level with a bunch of like spinning logs on it. It's kind of cool. These spinning logs will launch you really high in the sky. And also, this is the last level with fuzzies in it, so if you enjoy the fuzzies, hello, log. Get prepared to say goodbye to them soon. So you won't see anymore. Ever again. That one wanted to get me. Not today. Alright, there we go. Awesome. I'll hit that for a little safety. And we just flutter through the top of this. Consistent flutters, definitely a thing. Definitely an important thing for a lot of levels is to have good sustained fluttering. Ooh, okay. Felt like we were gonna get a bonus, but we didn't. Yeah, definitely all the different ways you can flutter are definitely important to master in this run. The extended, the perfect, regular, sustained flutters, stuff like that. Alright, 6-4. 6-4 is kind of a neat level. This is where sort of we got some neat strats coming up. Yeah, like tricks, glitches, that kind of thing. So what we're gonna do... I'm just gonna play it safe. Okay, usually that was a little unfortunate. The Boo decided to go high. But normally what you can do is you can shoot a Shy Guy at him, and then that'll KO him and you can get through that faster. But yeah, he decided just nah. So I had to do a bit of a backup, which happens sometimes. Which happens. Alright, so ideally we want to get the... Oh, perfect! He gave us excellent RNG. So normally he likes to, He likes to just, like, troll you around and run places like that, actually. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay. That was kind of unlucky. We had just barely didn't get as much health as we needed to get on him. There we go. That was it. That's all we needed. That one more. Okay, I'm gonna check something quick. Yep, good. Alright. My egg count is important here, so I'm just kind of double checking on things. Alright, there we go. Pick one up there. Alright, so I gotta do an extended flutter to a perfect flutter here. Which, alright, awesome, we got it. That trick can be trolly sometimes, so that's good. And you have to get it to progress, so... Well, I guess you don't have to. You could take intended route, but it's just way, way slower. So for the speed run, it's pretty much is like you gotta take it. If you wanted to be fancy and do inconsistent strats, like Marathon Unsafe, you could fly over to Slava to save 3 seconds, or take the log. It's very tough to fly over to lava. Pretty much it's only for PB pumps, for like top runners, so yeah, don't need to go for it in a marathon. And for most levels too. Just like, don't even bother going for that super hard sustained flutter. Alright, so we got a quick kill coming up. We'll see if I get it. Goodbye. Except if you shoot 5 neutral egg shots, then that boss, all the ground below him will just disappear, and then he just falls through the lava. And it's pretty chill. Saves a lot of time. Because otherwise you have to spend minutes fighting him. But far. So this is an auto-scroller. So yeah. If you need to plug anything, just kind of read donations, anything like that, feel free to do so here at any time. Got about 2 minutes here of just chilling around, so... Unfortunately, Purple Yoshi gets a lot of auto scores despite being objectively the best Yoshi color. These fireball guys are still great. Just fine. Fine and dandy. Sang Dandy in 2018. Just imagine. Imagine for a moment how cool you could be, Sang Dandy. Okay. Yeah, you have a bit of time in this auto score just to mess around. Yoshi's animations. His idle animation is pretty great. Almost done with this auto-scroller. once we get out of this auto score, though, there's going to be a cool trick coming up. So what we're going to do is we're going to use, it's a one framer, we're going to use a perfect jump and skip an auto scorer ideally. And that can save us about 25 seconds. First, you just gotta wait. The ending of this run is pretty just chill. Just kind of waiting for these auto scrollers. The middle part of this run is the most intense part. Definitely say that Worlds 4 and 5 are the most intense parts. Maybe the end of 3 too. There's Yoshi sprites yet again. He's having a good time. Alright. So let's see if we get it. Oh, okay. Let's set it up again. Okay, we didn't... Oh. Okay, let's go for it again then. Because I do want to show it. But if not, that's okay. It is a one-framer, so as you expect, it'd be kind of tough. There we go, got it. Yeah, faster to take the death there compared to just waiting for the auto-score. And I'm just gonna play it safe. Alright, cool. Yep. Because otherwise it would have been just like a few minutes or so, just kind of waiting through more auto-scorer. So up here we're going to have a trick where we're going to clip Yoshi's tongue through a wall. That'll let us get a key early, ideally. Gotta adjust your nose. Just costume problems. It always takes a little longer to load this level for some reason. The purple hills, though, with the little stars, is great. I love them a lot. Unfortunately, I don't get to see the background too much. So let's see. This trick is also very finicky, not... There we go. Nice. Right, I was gonna say, not super, like, consistent. Yeah, that saves, like, a minute or so that's pretty good. I need you. And ideally, I don't want you to troll me. Awesome. Sometimes the Shy Guys will go the opposite ways that you want, so then you just have to keep like throwing them to the spot you want. Like, no, Shy Guy, go to the left or go to the right, and then it just keeps going the opposite way. And you just kind of scream internally. If you're on PV pace too and it does that, it's definitely a scream internally moment. Like, everything is fine. Alright, 6-7. This is the last time we get to see Chain Chomp, too. Say goodbye to Chain Chomp. All he wanted was a little snack. And he keeps getting a toothache. Bible thumps for Chain Chomps. Okay. Other than that, most of this section is just taking these hot dogs and just kind of making your way through it. I mean, these definitely look like hot dogs. Definitely need some green on that. Green ones just have relish, that one has ketchup. It's great. There we go. I'm gonna get that for safety, because this section, it was a bit trolly to me a few days ago. Good. Okay. I decided to be nice today. I had to do a very, like last time my PB I had to like, Baby Mario got hit, and then I had to throw an egg and whatnot and save Baby Mario. It was it was scary. It went down to 1 second. Then we saved it. It was clutch. And we just got a little auto-scorer. So definitely anything to plug or any donations. It's a good time for them. If not, then we can just kind of chill here. Just wait for this to play out.
We can enjoy the tunes for a bit.
Yes. Music is really good in this game. There's not like a lot of different, songs, but all the songs in it are like quite excellent. You can dance with Yoshi, if you like. Yeah, let's grab it. So this section, if you jump, yeah, if you do a perfect flutter, the load zone won't load. Or if you do a perfect jump, excuse me. Like what we did to skip the auto-scroller. Yeah. Just hold right. Alright, so here we're gonna do another gate hack, but we're gonna do kind of a different gate hack. So what you do this time now is you get the cactus and do that. That was like the original gate hack before it was discovered you could do it with an egg. I'm not sure why it works with the cactus, but that's just a thing you can do. It's much easier compared to the other egg gate hack. You just kind of shoot the cactus at the gate twice for that to work, so instead of having to get a precise angle. Also, no dark blue, black Yoshi. Definitely could be either. We get green Yoshi this time. So here we just gotta wait for Kamek. Go up. Okay. And just like that. Dang it. Alright, that happens sometimes. Tough game. Ooh, okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, that was a little weird. This is being really weird. This doesn't happen to me normally. That's fine, that happens. It happens. Keep trying it. I don't know why that's not working for me. That's very strange. This normally does not happen. So that's weird. That's really weird. But it happens though. Okay, there we go. We got it. For some reason, that was just not wanting to cooperate today. I do not know why. We're fine, though. Everything is fine. There we go. Got door 4, so that's good. Yeah, the other doors would waste quite a lot of time, so... There we go. And quick last auto score, so... If you need to read any last things, this is the last time you can do so.
Just a quick plug for the next upcoming run, a potentially 5-hour crossover randomizer for Super Metroid and Link to the Past. EI sitting on deck here, we're all kind of preparing ourselves mentally for it.
Yeah, I'd imagine for 5-hour runs you gotta do that. Don't run any, like, long games myself, like 5-hour length runs, but... Yeah, definitely would imagine that. Alright, so what Kamek says here is like, you're not welcome here. And it's like, Baby Bowser is not having it. And get wrecked, Kamek. And then, that always looks like Hyde. That's kind of where the Hyde comes from. What kind of green donkey is that? I want to ride. Mine, mine, mine. So there we go. Almost got a fun freeze frame. This kind of goofy trick we go for, but it's fine. That means run invalidated then. Clearly. There's this little swag thing where it's just a funny sprite. It's just like the tongue of Baby Bowser's butt there. Alright. And now the game suddenly changes a lot. Yeah, now it becomes this like pseudo 3D, 2.5D thing. Alright, so time is coming up after the last text box. Let's get ready on timer. And time.
2:04:45.
Okay. Yeah, not my best run, but still was like, got under the estimate, so got trolled a bit. But yeah. And we just get one of my favorite credits in any game. And in English should be saying here, like, thank you, Yoshi. Now the twins are reunited, and now they get to go home to their parents. Stork's delivering them. I don't have it memorized, it's in Japanese. Like, thank you, Yoshi.
Can we get a final costume temperature check?
Temperature check? Getting kind of hot. It's getting kind of hot down here. Yeah, the fan helps so much. Yep, and that's about it, so... Definitely, if you want to learn this game, it's a good game to get into. You can just start... You can look at the wiki for a few strats. Definitely watch some runs. Just learn from that. There's a Discord, too, if you wanted to talk with some of the runners. And, yeah.
All right, thank you, Count Gooby. That'll do it for the Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island Any% Warpless run. Up next, the Super Metroid Legend of Zelda Link to the Past crossover rando with EI. Will take a few minutes to get set up, and we're also running a bit ahead of schedule, so we'll pad it a few minutes as well to let everybody get prepared. Oh, sorry. Thank you for that run.
No problem.